Good morning. So nice, as always, to have you join us today for 3+U. I hope your morning has been a great one. Now you're looking ahead to a great day in front of you. We're kicking off the show kind of with a bit of breakfast, kind of with a bit of lunch. Hardee's is here this morning. Nicole Mooreshead, Ryan Schultz. Good to see you both.
Good to see you.
Before we got on the air, I was asking you how long Hardee's has been around. 55-ish years, is that right?
That's
right.
correct.
So I had
technically, Hardee has been around longer than that, but our franchise has been around over 55 years.
Well, so for a lot of people, y'all have been the rise and shine to get the day going
Absolutely.
for a number of those years, including, before we talk about their food this morning, a lot of your employees. Every time you're here, Nicole, we talk about the longevity of your staff.
Yeah, we have a lot of staff members who truly have started as kids and have moved up. I know I talk about our VP of operations. He started with us when he was 19, and now he's still with us. So it's a really great family-owned company, and you just feel like you're part of a family.
So you feel that when you come to get your morning cup of coffee or your biscuit to begin your day, but always when y'all are here, you keep some of the old and you bring in some new things. So you've got some new things on the menu.
We do.
Limited time.
Yes. And starting with our maple biscuit, we're getting a little bit of that fall weather, and this is the perfect fall staple for that. It's got little bits of maple in there and then drizzled with that sweet white icing.
Nice. So it's a little bit of the salty from the biscuit, but then you get the sweet too.
Exactly.
Oh, they said yes in unison. Did you hear that? Now this one here is also a breakfast item, but you said people forget you have it.
Yeah, so everyone knows us for our biscuits, obviously, but this is such a great item. If you're looking for something different than a biscuit, this is our Frisco breakfast sandwich. It's got sliced ham on there, cheese, the folded egg, and then topped with our sourdough.
That's a meal right there, Ryan.
That's my favorite one. I eat that just about every day.
Right.
Only difference is I add tomato, which who in the South doesn't?
Right. It looks a little bit to me, though, like it would feel light.
Oh, it's much lighter, I think, than a biscuit, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with a sourdough versus that. But now, we have customers that order that with a biscuit instead of the sourdough, too. So we do it both ways.
Before we leave the biscuit side of our conversation, I do think it's worth pointing out that it is truly, you have biscuit makers who are there in the morning. These are fresh made items, correct?
They are, yeah. That's one thing that we're so proud of, are our biscuit makers. Everything is made from scratch, and our biscuits are fresh every 15 minutes. I don't think people realize that these are fresh biscuits. Every 15 minutes, you're getting a fresh product, so quality product.
Yeah, we just completed our company biscuit competition. We actually have an internal competition, and we go against our corporate next week. So we really take pride in that, and they get there as early as 3 a.m. start making these biscuits.
So the biscuit makers that you employ now have a competition among themselves to see who makes the best
That's
one.
right.
Yes.
Can you actually tell the difference?
It's very tight. It comes down to 1 or 2 points usually between the top 6, 7 of the company.
Okay, so I mentioned, of course, you're there for breakfast, but you do have so much more on the menu item. What is this pretty thing right there?
I'll let Ryan talk about that
So
one.
that's our, and both of these items are annual. They come back just about every year, but that is our Frisco BLT burger. So it starts with lettuce, tomato, our cherry wood smoked bacon, our Angus patty, and then, of course, toasted sourdough. The one thing people don't know about us sometimes is that our produce is actually prepared fresh, just like our biscuits, every day. We hand slice it, we pull it apart, we prep it every single day fresh. So that goes along with our biscuits, too.
I do want to go back to the employee part of things for a minute, because you mentioned the family feel that it's there for your customers. I know many people gather as a group in the mornings inside the restaurants for their cups of coffee and things. But for your employees, it really is important, I think, for y'all to teach them how to engage your young employees. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's a little different. I work in that a little bit more than she does, but she's always out there with me. She's my cohort, but it's a little different this day and age. It seems like people are a little more shy. We have to bring that out of them. But, I work for another place 30-something years ago, and we never knew our customer's name. And when I come to Hardee's, was the first time that I started learning the customer's name, and now we seem to know everybody that walks in the door.
Wow.
Yeah.
I kind of had an experience not long ago with a different restaurant, and I was shocked, actually, because it was obvious that the young person helping was very nervous, and if you weren't in the mood to be open-minded about it, you could think it was rude.
Right.
They just didn't know. And I would think your job, you feel, is to kind of mold them.
Yes. Well, and we hear so often of people, Hardee's being their first job. I hear it all the time of, I used to work in the front line, or I worked in the drive-through window, and I did this years ago, and all the things. So it's a really great stepping stone job to learn those qualities. And really, like, we've got so many in the company that have started young and in high school and worked their way up. So it's really a great stepping stone job.
Okay, so I know you've got tons of locations in our viewing areas. I'm sure as you watch today, you know where the closest one is. Do you get a lot of people this time of year pulling in and trying to get a bag of biscuits to take, like, to kids at school or
Yes.
work?
Oh yeah, this
Yep,
is our super busy season, back to school. Parents are trying to get to ball games, all the things. So it's a great swing-in option to come see us, whether it's for breakfast in the morning. And the nice part is we actually serve breakfast until noon every single day of the week. So if you miss breakfast, you can still come and get it for lunch if you want to. But we've got some great kids meal options as well. So lots of different variety.
If you are planning an event, maybe you've got like a corporate breakfast or something and you want to just bring some, can you call ahead and like cater it sort of?
Yeah.
We actually recommend that.
Okay.
Because, for example, yesterday we had a bus of 47 people call ahead and say, hey, we're going to be there in just a few minutes, which was fantastic for us, and we enjoyed them. We loved them being there. So it's really a good idea if you've got a big order to call ahead. You can call any of them ahead and just let us know. We'll have it ready.
Well, and another great option too, if you haven't already, you need to download the Hardee's app, because that is a great way to order ahead, and you can order online at any of our locations and get those great biscuit options. And these maple biscuit, these actually come in single, 2-pack, and 4-pack options. So
good.
when you're talking about catering, that's a great staple item.
They're on the menu for how long?
For a couple more months, so
Okay.
get them while you can.
Through the fall season
Yes.
anyway, I
Right.
guess. So now the next time you get your biscuit, you can know that somebody made that by hand within 15 minutes of you enjoying
Absolutely.
it. Who
That's
knew?
right.
You know where to find them. Hardees.com, I think, is the website.
That's
Do I
right.
have
Yes,
that right?
that's correct.
Or in your own backyard, either way.
At C&M Commercial Waste, we love our dumpsters. If you have unwanted clutter, we deliver residential, holiday, and commercial dumpster service. Whether you have a simple weekend clean out or a massive construction project underway, we have the right size for you. Call Tammy or find us at cmcommercialwaste.com.
Shop the Rooms to Go Labor Day sale this Friday